All right, there we go. Oh man, this is the worst. Full screen. Can y'all see me? Can y'all hear me? How bad is it? That was a roller coaster of transitions. Yeah. Unfortunately, whenever I do my cooking streams, I have to use the my other laptop, which, as I have discovered today, is continuously very slow. Also, gonna tilt this up a little bit. There we go. Yeah. So the other laptop is continuously very slow. Always tries to do the first time user experience every single time that I use it. And I guess this time also attempted to reinstall several things. So I need to clean the lens of the cam. Yeah, I guess I can see it. It's got some fingerprints on it. Hold up. Filthy chat. I don't actually have any microfibers around right now. Or I would definitely use those. How's the volume? That's a bit better, I think. A little bit. It more just moved the grime around rather than actually got rid of a lot of it. Okay. Oh my god. No matter how hard So, we are going to be trying to make a mushroom, sausage, and cheese pastry today. What the fuck is that? Go away, OneDrive. I don't care. I've had enough of Windows trying to do things to my PC right now. I just want it to do what I want. I kid you not. When I started the stream up, or sorry, started the PC up, it was like, let's do your Windows first time setup. And so I did that. Let's do your OBS first time setup. So I did that. Let's do your Firefox the first time setup. Like, it's been a month, sure. But I did all of these things the last time I did this. Why is it doing it again? Hey, Obama Gaming. Welcome. No Subnautica today, but we are going to be doing a cooking stream. I actually forgot about the cooking stream until Saturday when someone ended up mentioning it to me. So we are going to be making ourselves a mushroom strudel today. I'm looking forward to this. And I guess to start out, we should probably start getting all the stuff out for it. The chives may not actually be necessary, but I have them. We also need some eggs. It's a strudel, yeah. It doesn't look that hard. We're using puffy pastry sheets, so we don't actually have to worry about the dough. Why? Why are you saying, oh god, strudel? This honestly looks like the easiest thing that I've cooked in all of my cooking streams at this point. Why can't you sub? Because I am not an affiliate. If you do wish to support me, you can support me on Patreon. Patreon is the only way that I accept donations at this point. I used to be an affiliate, but I eventually just decided that I didn't really like being affiliated with Twitch because I wasn't a fan of some of the decisions that they started making and have since been making. If you do wish to support me, however, you can do so here. I kind of prefer this too because, one, it's more honest about how much people are actually giving to the creators. Two, it's better for people who just want to give smaller amounts so that you don't have to do like $5. You can, like, even a $1 amount is great for a creator. Two, it is obviously actually better, better for the creators. Did I say two twice? I feel like I said two twice. Old school pastries like strudels go sideways fast. Well, that's why I'm only doing one today. I figured that we'd try and focus on doing something really well rather than trying to make a main or like a full course meal. So let's see here. Stop telling me about bacon egg rolls. Although those do sound delicious. Okay, what is strudel? No, go away. I have limited space on this phone. Do not pop up stuff that takes up half of it. Oh, God. How to store it. Most delicious strudel recipe. Give me the damn recipe. Well, hello there, Lucius. How are you doing? We have many things today. Okay, so the prep time is about 20 minutes, which means it's going to take me an hour. And cook time is 25 minutes, which would probably be about closer to 35 for me. And then that's it. This is a distinctly simple recipe. Okay, so I already have all the ingredients at this point. Put potatoes in your dishwasher for unexpected results. What the hell are these ads? Doing pretty good. I'm mad at my PC right now. I should have started this stream an hour ago, but my PC was like, no. Well, okay, I also did some cleaning of the stovetop. Elsa, what you doing? Elsa's always really curious whenever I'm doing long cooking, because she's wondering if she'll get anything. Okay, so in a large frying pan, add the olive oil, minced shallot. Oh, right. Let me get the shallot. I forgot. How do I get the shallot out of this? I guess we got scissors for a reason. There we go. That ought to help. All right, so we only need one shallot. And I am apparently mincing it? Istatsu, how exactly do I mince? What is the definition of mincing? It is a word that I have yet to see. It's not grating, I know that. I do know how to dice an onion, yeah. Is it the same process? Dice the shallot, then rock your knife over the dices? Okay. All right. Does everyone have a good view of the cutting board? He's becoming a real master chef here. I need to do these more frequently if I want to become a master chef, which I probably should be doing more frequently in general. God damn it. Let me get rid of the rest of the covering. It doesn't really matter if some of the covering remains on, right? Like, it's all edible. Yeah, the rest of it's not coming out very easily. Okay, this isn't working quite as well as I'd expected. It's easier on an onion because an onion is more round than a shallot. Also, maybe chop that up. Maybe. I may have derped up a little bit. What I was trying to do was actually slice it a little bit thinner. Okay. Anyway. Okay, that's going to fall apart regardless. Oh, this is all going tits up already. To answer your question, Istatsu, I learned how to slice things because I looked at a YouTube video, and that sort of worked. It gave me a nice finely sliced onion. Much better. These are life hacks that I don't know because I just haven't cooked enough to ever need to know them. Remind me to thank Desalona for this knife. It is really good. All right, that'll do. Now then, it starts here. You said rocket back and forth on it? Please don't cut off your fingers. You're going to have a heart attack. You're currently in Lost River with your maxed out Cyclops. Oh, I'm trying not to. Believe it or not, I have taken home ec and do know the basics of how not to cut off fingers, but it has been a long time. What just happened? A whole bunch of windows just popped open and then closed themselves. You know what? I'm not going to ask it. Is that doing it correctly? This didn't end up. Kinda. Well, we have chopped chives, so I'm going to call it good for now. They are small. They are little bits. Get rid of some of the outer skins that were still left over. Are chives kind of like onions? Do they make you cry? Because there's some crying going on right now in my eyeballs. Okay. Okay. How can I resolve this then? Minced is much smaller. So in other words, keep rocking. Same family as onions. Okay, I figured as much. They look like it. Getting rid of some of the stuff that isn't mincing quite as well. All right. How's that? I don't think that I can do that. So, so in other words, I just keep doing that rocking motion. Okay. Okay. Now then, instructions. In a small frying pan, add the olive oil, minced shallot, sliced mushrooms, which we do have right here. Oh, it didn't specify what kind of mushrooms for this either, so I ended up getting, what is this? Baby Bella white mushrooms? Or sorry, Baby Bella mushrooms. They looked tasty. I don't really know mushrooms very well. It's probably going to poison me. I was wondering if grating would have been a better way to go. Mincing, I've done grating before on plants, but it's always kind of a mixed bag for me. All right. So let me pull out the frying pan. Your life hack is working a little bit too well. Actually, could not move it. I'm going to put this over here so I don't have any danger of hitting myself. Okay, how much olive oil? 2 teaspoons, I think. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Do the mushrooms first, then the shallots? Okay. How many mushrooms do we need? 1.5 cups. This should be more than enough. Here you go. Yeah, I'm seeing it. I assume you can still hear, but it's probably not doing so hot on the actual frames. Okay, are we good now? freshly washed up spatula. Okay, now for this, how long should I be cooking this? Cook for 10 to 15 minutes on medium heat. There's also some oregano, which I forgot. I can either do fresh oregano, which I ended up picking up just for this, so we are going to do it. How much oregano are we talking here? It's like a quarter cup. That seems a bit much. 1 teaspoon. 1/2 a teaspoon. That's not much oregano at all. I picked up all this oregano. That's probably like what? Oh. Eh. Too late now. What do you mean, is that a non-stick? We don't use non-sticks in this house. Mostly because I forgot to do it. Oh, yeah, the pan's non-stick. Yeah, it's non-stick, don't worry about it. Ooh, that is definitely some oregano. Don't use it. Oh. Is it because it scrapes off the nonstick on it? Well, I don't exactly have any other options right now. I don't have any other spatula to my name currently. Maybe I should have chopped these mushrooms a little bit more. I'm going to move that off for now. How many sausages do we need? 2. Mushrooms are mostly water. Mushrooms shrink by like 50%. All right. Okay, at this point, I got a question. What is the best knife for chopping a chopping sausage? Because we got some sausages. We need these chopped up. Those go in there. A sharp one. That is not helpful. Just use the chef knife I've been using? Okay. All right. Gonna have to clean this. In they go. An akiri? I don't know. Dude, you know this stuff way better than I do. The shallots are already in here. Don't worry, I didn't forget no shallots at all. Yeah, no, they're in here. Don't worry, they're all mixed up at this point. I can also shake the pan back and forth, so you will not need to use that stick much. Don't do so fast the food can still be in the pan. Gotcha. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me on this horrible adventure of a cooking stream. As you can tell, I am not experienced, but that's what makes this fun. I am just experienced enough to survive, and I'm hoping to get better. Come on. I should have done a better job cutting the intestine. Oh well. You, I, I don't know what you're talking about basic utensils. I've had several people give me utensils. That knife that I was using earlier. That is what I would consider basic utensils. That was gifted to me by Desalona. A wooden spoon. Okay, I don't have a wooden spoon. That is very true. I do not have a wooden spoon. Trying to make sure that all of the sausages are getting cooked evenly. Some of the mushrooms look like they're about right. And some of them look like they're very pale still. What am I looking for in coloration on mushrooms when I'm cooking them? Do I want sort of a medium mixed brown? I'm a bit worried that the shallots themselves are now overcooked. Okay, brown. Gotcha. Okay. The shallots did go in a little bit later, so they're not as cooked as the mushrooms were. The mushrooms had about 4 or 5 minutes head start. Gotcha. Well, if I try this again, that'll happen. Can you guys hear the sizzling? Don't pick it up when doing that shake? Okay. Alright. We've been cooking it for about 10 minutes now. Let me give you guys a close-up on what it looks like. Not bad. It looks good and it smells good. So I think we're good on this. This is the filling that we're going to be using for the strudel. I think that if I try this again, I'm definitely chopping down the mushrooms and the sausages a bit more. They're a bit big for something that's going to be a filling. But that'll make them at least delicious to bite into. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to turn off the heat and move them off to the side. Take a look at the next recipe, or next step. Come on. Load up. Load up, I say. This is the phone right now. Refusing to do anything, despite all of my prompting. Use the flat of the sausage. Also, I should really avoid putting the spatula handle above the burner as it's cooling down. Oh my god. Come on, phone. You have one job, and that is to show me what the recipe is. Hey, B-Dog. Yeah, I was wondering what had happened to you. How you doing? We're doing cooking again. Against my better judgment, I am doing cooking again. So let's see. So now we just need to move it to a clean bowl. I think my second largest bowl would probably be about the right size. Actually, maybe not. You weren't kidding about the mushrooms shrinking. There we go. You good? You've just been on a break from YouTube? I'm doing all right. We are currently streaming full time, so I'm doing a lot more stuff that I haven't done before. Okay, preheat the oven to 375. Limited space here. Good to hear that you're doing well. Now, the fun part. Puff pastry sheets. We do have another one in case we need to try again. Although I'll have to get more mushrooms from somewhere. Actually, I do have some mushrooms in the freezer that I could probably use. All right. What I might do is I might wrap these on top and then put a second one on top and then cut slits. Oh yeah, so far, so the pictures of them look delicious. I might need a better knife. Hold up. I'm gonna try and concentrate as much as I can here. I would like this to be the most interesting part. You would eat it in its current state? It does look pretty good, doesn't it?
Putting this together on top of a hot burner stove, even if it is cooling down, probably not the best idea. It is very gooey and not the least bit hot. Oh no, I cut into the actual paper, it looks like. That's not great. I have to fast forward slightly and say to hell with looks. As right now, I don't think it's a bit gooey, and that's making it really hard to actually close the deal on top. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to pull out another one. We're going to sort of patch it up. This way it still has its vents on one side, or on both sides. And I don't end up wasting too much of the dough. Now, the thing is, I still... still need to make holes. There we are. Okay. Not the most ideal solution. Ah. Wait, what's going on? All right. It's not the most beautiful thing. I think I definitely should have minced things together a little bit more. But this is definitely one of the prettiest things I've made, especially with the slits in the side that you can see. It actually looks like something that a real chef might make. On the other side, not quite so graceful. Yeah, the recipe does call for vent holes. So specifically what the recipe calls for is it has you do what I just did, where I cut the edges of the dough into slits or strips and then wrap them over the top. Anyway, so at this point, I'm pretty much ready to put it into the stove. Oh, right. Okay, hold up. Before we put it in the stove, we need to make an egg wash. Egg wash is pretty easy. 1 egg and 2 tablespoons of milk. I just beat it to combine. Hold up. Most puff pastries you've seen don't use vents. Granted, you suck at baking. You're probably better at baking than me. I wouldn't sell yourself short. Egg wash. Baking involves too much following instructions which you're opposed to, which then involves you fucking up entirely. Gotcha. Sounds like baking might actually be something that I need to get better at. Ooh, that might have been a bit too much egg wash. We'll see. Brush beat eggs over the top. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have a brush. I do have fingers. Could I do it with fingers? Fingers would have worked. Good. Well, I'm using fingers. And we're going to have an omelet when we pull it out. Okay, gotcha. You know what? In that case, I'm just gonna sponge up some of the stuff. Making more work for myself. Oh, hey, Squad. Welcome to the cooking stream. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Can someone give Squad Car a shout out? That doesn't look too bad. Statsu, can you give Squad Car a shout out? Eh. We'll have an omelet, and then we'll dig it out when we pull it out. It might end up overcooking. That's the worst part, or the worst thing that could happen, I think. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. Just scraped off some of the dough. All right. Holy shit, that works. Oh, shit. Squad Car, you were actually doing some Arcanum. Congratulations. How did you like it? Have you played Arcanum before? All right. So now we cook for 25 to 30 minutes, and I get to chat with all of you wonderful people. This is without a doubt my most successful cooking stream. We started, we cooked something, and we ended. Is that actually off? No, it's still registering as on. I mean, it is off, but it's cooling down. So, how's everyone doing today? I hope you're all enjoying this time. It's a good time. I don't cook very often, and I have a tendency to just eat Hot Pockets a lot. I know they're not good. I know that they're not tasty or anything, but they are food. How's my day going? It's going all right. I started out doing this thing that I usually do when I wake up, which is just wondering what I'm going to do today. Then I played some Digimon Cyber Sleuth, which I got through the Steam sales, and it's pretty good. It's been a while since I played a Digimon game. It is pretty much exactly how I remember it. I'm enjoying just going up and down Digimon trees again. It's like Pokemon, except, you know, your buddy changes a lot. We should call you Chief Chef Newt. Wait till it comes out of the oven and then we can say if it's successful. That's fair. That's probably a good rule of thumb for any cooking. That's also the reason why you don't like part of the reason you don't like baking. Once it goes in that black box, there's no adjustments you can make. Well, as long as you follow the instructions, you probably don't have to make any adjustments, right? Right? Cooking streams are weird for me because I hate the amount of setup that I have to do for them. Like using this PC. Let me show you this absolute garbage PC that I'm using. This is the PC that I'm streaming on, and it's not great. Fuck that, you like playing with your food. But I started up this stream, or I started up the PC with the intent of just starting cooking almost immediately, and then I was like, no, you've got updates to do, boy. There is no escape. You must update. And I'm like, but I don't want to update. The PC works as it is. This is a PC that is turned on once every month. It's fun. It's fine. I'm gonna grab a drink while we're waiting. Actually, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna make a drink. We're gonna goddamn make a drink. It's cooking stream, we might as well cook something. Also, I need to have more excuses to eat bananas. You know, before they start to go mushy. So, what's everyone's favorite fruit? I used to say mine was oranges, and before that I said that mine was blueberries, and it just kind of kept changing. Right now it's bananas, because bananas are great. Bananas are absolutely phenomenal for making smoothies. Mangoes. I seem to see mangoes going for a lot. Is there any particular reason people like mangoes so much? Cherries. Ooh. Oh, I just got some cherries today. I'm looking forward to eating those. What cherries did I get? Hold up. Ah, got some Rainier cherries. Hard for you because you have so many great. There's so many great fruits out there. Yeah, I change my favorite fruit a lot. There is a speech that I used to give people about how great oranges was, where it's just like oranges are literally the best snack food that you can possibly ever have because they are self-contained. They do not go bad easily. It doesn't even matter if they touch the ground or anything because you peel off the exteriors anyway. They are effectively their own lunchbox. It's great. They're even all like they're even segmented so that when you break into them, they are like pre-packaged for your enjoyment. There we are. If you remember right, all mangoes are imported, or at least mangoes from different regions are in season at different times. Hmm. We should have broken that bottom banana up a little bit more. Oh well. Yogurt. Ah, damn. Gonna have to clean that up. Does anyone here make smoothies on the regular? A little while back, I finally picked myself up a blender, and I love my blender. Cost me way cost me way too much, but very good purchase. I've used it many times since then. It's like I knew that I would need more. Okay. What do I need? Oh, I need milk, of course. Where's my milk? Should be noted that I don't really measure out most of my measurements with my milkshakes. I used to, like the first couple of times I did, but after that I just kind of eyeball it. And it usually turns out alright. Usually. Alright. You know, I'm actually kind of surprised that you're trying to conserve Evoland too, Des. Also, hey, Des. You may have missed the party already. The measuring spoons and weights are for show only. Blend, 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 blend. Yeah. I like my blender. A blender is my best thing, and it's actually one of the few ways that I get fruit into me consistently. Could you guys actually hear the blender? Nice. How loud was it? Not super loud, it was rather cute actually. Maybe I should do blend streams. Hey, this is new. We're learning Blender today. You do need to get your own food? Okay. Okay, well, how much time do we have left? 10 minutes. Then we discover if all of the work from before was actually worth it. But before that, we have this drink to try out. And considering that I have made several of these, I'm not too worried about that. Because I eat these or drink these pretty much every day when I'm working. That's not bad. That's actually pretty good. You can really tell when bananas are ripe when they go into those. Like, that's a ripe banana. Or not, let's say just before ripe banana. But if I had waited a little longer, then it would have been slightly mushier and it would have blended a little bit better. But that's a pretty good one. I think the addition of honey was probably not great. I don't know. Okay. What do people feel about with the addition of honey to blends? Because I actually don't like honey too much in my blends. I can taste it. It's really distracting. It takes away from the base flavor of the fruit itself. Anyone else got opinions on that? I might try a different kind of honey. That's clover honey that I'm trying. Hmm. Yeah, I'm a bit mixed on it. I've seen it in a couple of recipes, and every time I try it, it ends up being sort of an unsatisfactory flavor. I don't add that much either. It's usually a recipe will be like 1 teaspoon or something. I'll try to add even less than that because it's just
It's a really distracting taste. The honey you have would probably overpower everything. What honey do you have? Don't like honey in it either? Mm. This is clover honey, right? Yeah, this is clover honey. You got several gallons of local raw honey that your mom bought like 10 years ago? Jesus. How much did that. Well, 10 years ago. Have I ever watched the Walking Dead series? In terms of media, so I got into college around the time when zombies were like super huge, and that was the point when I was deciding what I definitely didn't like and what I definitely did like, and zombies were definitely up there in the didn't like category. So Walking Dead was one of the things that I avoided for the most part. I don't personally find zombies all that scary, and I don't really have the enjoy the uh, post-apocalyptic feel of Walking Dead. In fact, post-apocalypses in general are kind of they're hit and miss with me. I liked the original Fallout 1 and 2, but most things that have tried to ape the Fallout series have not done the things that I like that the Fallout series did, which is that the post-apocalypse has happened, move on with your lives. You don't really hear that much in the way of wistfulness in the Fallout series. Fruit salads are good. Yeah. I was looking at options for fruit today. And obviously, I've got the Rainier cherries, which are pretty good. But I was thinking of getting a watermelon. And there were actually. Oh, damn. I actually wanted to get a watermelon, and I forgot. Obviously, I got bananas, Rainier cherries. I was thinking blackberries or raspberries. Raspberries you have to eat like the day you get them. There's no question about that. You're a zombie game fan, but if they were scary, then you'd be hesitant to play through them. Hmm. I remember at some point I was playing through a game. What was it? Zombie U or something like that. It was one of the ones that came out on the Wii U and then got ported to other consoles because it didn't really make that much money. Um, and I remember saying the fated words in a real zombie apocalypse, and I stopped and thought about that for a moment. Because, of course, in a real zombie apocalypse, there would be no zombie apocalypse. Because they don't exist normally. What a goofy line. In a real zombie apocalypse, this would happen. I never did end up reading Zombie Survival Guide. That was a big thing. That book is kind of a practice in world building because it is a what if scenario taken to its logical conclusion. In your city in Michigan, you have a cherry fest here. Hmm. That's got to be great. Do they give away a couple to try for free each? Back when I worked for Amazon, yeah, yeah.
I got you. Back when I worked for Amazon, they would frequently have a farmer's market just outside. They would sell fruits of various kinds, and that was really good. I would usually buy a whole bunch of fruits. Not enough to actually take home, but just enough for lunch or something. Never liked the zombie survival guide? Never read it personally, but that just means I don't really have much of an opinion on it. Should be a couple minutes at this point. 2 minutes. Just 2 more minutes, and then we get to see exactly how it goes. By cooking stream rules, I do have to eat a little bit of it. So, however it comes out, we're gonna hope that it's edible and doesn't kill me. Looks like the fire itself is trying to find something to eat right now, but there's not that much to eat. I think that I'm going to turn on... Okay, so right now, the fire is intelligent, or is playing dumb, because there's nothing above its usual feeding. There's nothing big enough to interest it. So it's just picking and choosing at random. But I think that I'm going to turn on its intelligence a little bit more. By lowering the threshold for when it starts to become intelligent. Yeah, I'm hoping. I may have used a bit too much oregano as well. This is my first time trying to chop up some actual oregano rather than using dried oregano. Oh, Desalina, are you still here? Or have you gone off and gotten your food? So I wanted to thank Desalina for the knives that she gave me. One of them in particular, the one we've been using this stream, has been absolutely phenomenal in making sure that I have good chops. And I need to actually wash it after this. Whatever kind of knife that you were talking about. There we go. Oh boy. Here we go, chat. Here we go. So how's that look? That looks quite good. quite happy with this. So we're gonna give this a little bit of time to cool off, and then we're going to try it out. I'll post the recipe in a little bit in case anyone wants to make this themselves. It's quite hot right now, as expected. It just came out of the oven. There is something that I want to try making. Here's the deal. There is a movie coming out about a book that I have very close to my heart. Its name is Dune. And there's a recipe that I saw ages ago of a cinnamon sand dune, or sandworm. It's a cinnamon roll sandworm. And I wanted to try making it at some point. Because that sounds funny. And yeah, of course you fill the insides with spice. Because of course you would. The spice must flow. Where am I? Here. Epic indeed. A very good description of something like this. This is the most professional looking thing I think I've ever made. Yeah, it uses, I think, macadamia and peanut nuts as teeth. Yep. Yeah, that's the one. You found it, Estachu. Should be noted that I actually don't like some of the components of it, so I might replace them, but I do want to try it. Oh, what time is it? This is the fastest cooking stream I think I've ever done. We started at 9:40, or sorry, at 12:40, and it is currently 2:30, about. Right? Yeah, it actually looks like a pretty good dessert, and I do want to try it. All right, let me wash this out. All right. Let's start cutting into it. Well, that didn't end up being on there as much as I had hoped. Oh well. I may need to put it in for another couple minutes. The inside isn't quite as cooked as I was hoping. This is serrated. To be fair, I had the blade pointed away from you. All right. That's pretty good. I don't think I've hit a sausage lump yet, but that is pretty good. Okay. I'm going to call this one a success. Even with the top bit that I had to improvise, this ended up being quite the success. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and... Watermelon in the summertime is the best? Oh yeah, it is. I am going to go ahead and share everyone, or share this with everyone. So that is what we made. And to the credit of the recipe, this is pretty much what's on the picture. I'm actually really happy about that. I was able to follow the recipe well enough that I didn't screw it up. There's been a few recipes where I get the taste right, but the actual appearance is wrong. Like at some point I created what eventually ended up being a giant gyoza. It looked absolutely nothing like the picture, but it tasted like it was supposed to, so I was happy. You proud of me? Are you also going to be making one, Des? See, Des was threatening to ambush me, and I was not sure what that meant. But given that she knows roughly where I live, I imagine that she would call me up during the middle of my stream and ask if she could come in and help me cook it. I guess in this case, I didn't actually need that help. You got stung by a bee? Was it one of your bees? Oh yeah. Definitely. Now I need to find more ways to convince myself to eat vegetables. Because I gotta sneak vegetables into foods. And this isn't actually I won't eat it because I don't like them thing. It is, my body literally has conditioned itself to not be able to chew vegetables. I need to have it mixed in with something else to be able to eat it. I will get inside or I will get myself stuck in a mental loop, or like a musculature loop, where I just keep chewing and chewing and chewing, and it's mush. It's all chewed. It's just I can't swallow it. Ambush me with a wooden spoon because I really need some. I need one. Beef stuffed sticky buns. Oh, that sounds great. I gotta actually clean up this place though before that happens. Like, there's dust all over the place because you can see where I walk because there's no dust in that area. But everywhere else, there's like just a massive area of dust. And I just need to, I don't actually have a broom. I have a vacuum, but it's not a very good vacuum. That's the real problem, is just I've got a really bad vacuum. Oh God, am I peaking? It sounds like I'm peaking a little bit. I can hear the echo. Make a bologna sauce and mince the fuck out of the vegetables. You want to feel the vegetable texture, but there will still be vegetable flavor. Okay. Yeah, because here's the thing. I used to really love stuff like carrots, or I would eat carrots and I would eat broccoli. But after a while, I don't know exactly what happened. It was somewhere in like my late teens. I just realized that I could not chew vegetables. I just would keep masticating them over and over again and just never actually swallow them. I'd actually have to force myself to drink a glass of water to get them down. And it has nothing to do with the taste. Like, I'm not really a fan of the taste, but I can totally eat the. I can ignore the taste, is what I'm saying. Yeah, I do have to do some summertime cleaning. This would be a good month to do it, actually, since I've got most of the month off. Okay. There's some sort of echo that I can hear. You know what? It's probably the room acoustics that I can actually hear it. Also, roasted Parmesan cauliflower. Yeah, that's the chewing part. That's the problem, Des. So I don't know if that would work for me. Like, I'm fine with trying it, but I don't know if it would work. All right. Well, I'd say that this has definitely been a major success. I'm going to go ahead and hang up for now, and then I transfer myself over to the other PC, and we can see about streaming something else for the rest of the day. Ooh, soups would be pretty good. Don't gotta choose soup. Yeah, soups would be probably pretty good. Yeah. What time is it? 2:30. We could do some Subnautica today. Okay. I'm gonna stop the stream and